Very good morning, cadets. Hope you are all doing well. The last class we discussed about the Weavers Cooperative Society. We discussed about Weavers Cooperative Society. So, what is cooperative society? Where the people who have common or a mutual interest come together and work for mutual benefit. Means whatever the profit which they get from the product, it is equally shared among the members who started the cooperative sector. They procure yarn from the yarn dealer and distribute among the weavers. The cooperative also does marketing, and also the role of is reduced. So weavers get a fair price for their clothes. So that is the reason why the cooperative societies are more beneficial. So here you can see the women workers working in a garment factory. So they do a particular skill. That's the reason why they can do the work in a fast and better manner. Now let us see the another story of a different place. Garment exporting factory near Delhi. So we studied about Kurnool, Andhra Pradesh, and we studied about Erode. Now let us study about Delhi. Erode merchant supplies the cotton clothes produced by weavers to garment exporting factory near Delhi. So what is exporting means? The factory which send their goods to the foreign countries. The garment exporting factory will use the cloth to make shirts. The shirts will be exported to foreign customers or foreign buyers. Among the foreign buyers are business persons from US and European countries who run a chain of stores. Means they have got a lot of retail shops. These large stores do business strictly on their own terms and conditions. Means because they are the branded products, so they fix the price and profit margin for their product. They demand the lowest price from the supplier. In addition, they set high standard for quality of production and timely delivery. So generally they set very high price. For example, if you purchase a dress of Allen Solly, Peter England, or any other branded product, the cost is generally very high. Any defects or delay in delivery is dealt with strictly, because if there is a if there is a defect in the any product, immediately they don't take those things. So exporters tries the best to meet the conditions set by the powerful buyers. So what is the difference between Indian market and export business? A Indian factory which is selling their goods to the foreign buyers, they are very clear about the terms and conditions, because if there is any kind of fault or defect in the cloth or any yarn, those foreign buyers, they won't purchase the product. That's the reason the best of the best quality is generally sent to exporting business. Faced with such pressures from the buyers, the garment exporting factories in turn try to cut the cost. They get maximum work out of the workers at the lowest possible wages. This way they can maximize their own profit and also supply the garment to foreign buyers at a cheap price. What are demands foreign buyers make on garment exporters? Why do garment exporters agree to these demands? How do garment exporters meet conditions set by the foreign buyers? So you have to think on these lines. The Impex garment factory has 70 workers. Most of them are women. Most of these workers are employed on temporary basis. You have to underline this. Since they are temporary basis, there is no need of giving any benefit for them. This means whenever an employer feels that worker is not needed, the worker can be asked to leave the work. Workers' wages are fixed according to their skills. The highest paid among workers are the tailors, who get about 3000 rupees per month. Women are employed as helpers for thread cutting, buttoning, ironing, and package work, and they are paid in a lowest job. Now, what you have to understand with this entire paragraph, what the company is doing cost cutting technique, means they are not employing any worker on the basis of permanent job, so that there is no need of giving any kind of benefit, rather they keep them in a temporary basis, and they employ tailors even at a very low cost, that is hardly 3000 rupees per month. Leftover jobs like cutting the thread, fixing the button, ironing the cloth, packing, and all those done by the women, who are paid very meager salary. You see here, tailoring paid 3000, ironing paid rupees 1.50 per piece, checking of clothes 2000, thread and cutting and hardly 1500. So this is how they cut the cost. Why do you think more women are employed in the Impex garment factory? Discuss. Write a letter to the minister asking for what do you think would be proper payment for the workers. That is what we speak about Minimum Wages Act. Minimum Wages Act, according to the Minimum Wages Act, more than 380 rupees should be paid to a person per day. The shirt below shows the profit made by the business person and the various costs that he had to pay. Find out from the diagram below what the cost of the price includes. So what is the cost price? You have to understand from the picture. Okay. A shirt in United States. Now let us see what happens in a foreign country. Number of shirts are displayed at a large clothes shop in the United States, priced $26, and each shirt cost around $1800. Use the diagram shown in the margin to fill in the blanks below. A business person purchased the shirt from garment exporter Delhi for dash per shirt. He then spent dash for advertising in the media and another dash per shirt on storage, display, all other charges. Thus the cost of this person is 900 while he sells shirt for 1800. Dash is his profit on one shirt. If he is able to sell a large number of shirts, his profit will be higher. Now let us take a simple example. You are purchasing a Coca-Cola. Half liter bottle of a Coca-Cola may be cost rupees 38 to 40 rupees. Now Coca-Cola very clearly says that no fruit juice is there in the cola. So it's just a water and other sweet, the agent which make the water sweet, then color, then other preservatives. So hardly the cost of production of that particular drink may be less than 10 rupees. But if it is sold for the cost of 40 rupees, then imagine that 40 rupees they 5 to maybe 5 to 4 to 5 rupees they are paying for advertisement, then transport and all those things. But whatever it may be, the total cost may be nearly 20 rupees, but they charge 40 rupees. So imagine this, where the cost of margin is almost 50%. If the manufacturing is 10 rupees, sold for 10 rupees means 100% profit. That is what happening in most of the commercial brands. The garment exporters sold shirt for 300 per piece. The cloth and other raw material cost him 100 rupees per shirt. The worker wages cost another 25 rupees per shirt. The cost running of office nearly 25 per shirt. Can you calculate profit per shirt for a garment exporter? So take all these data, once again I will show you. Take all these data and just calculate what is the profit of exporter. Now let us understand who are the real people, who are the real gainers in the market. The chain of market links the producer of cotton to buyers to the supermarket. Buying and selling take place at every step in the chain. Let us recall who were the people who were involved in this process of buying and selling. Did they all gain as much? They were people who made profit in the market, and there were some who did not gain as much from this buying and selling. That means very few were there who were earning from the activity of buying and selling. Despite their have toiled very hard. We see in the case of Swapna, she really worked hard. Imagine what is the cost of profit she got is very less. Rather, she not received any profit. So this is how we can see, whenever we speak about market, most of the time the people who earn money, they are the middle persons or the traders. Compare the earning per shirt of a worker in a garment factory and the garment exporter and the business person in the market abroad. What reasons that the business person is able to make a huge profit in the market? You have read the chapter on advertising. Why does the business person spend 300 per shirt? Discuss. So these are all actual situation we can discuss in the actual classroom scenario. Don't worry about top discussion part. So then get the maximum profit from the market. These are the people who have money and own factories, large shops and large holdings, etc. The poor has to depend on the rich and powerful for various things. They have to spend for loans. In the case of Swapna, we have seen already, for raw materials and marketing of their goods. The most often employment workers at the garment factory because of this dependence. Poor are exploited in the market. What happens to the poor people? Generally, they are exploited very badly in the market. There are ways to overcome these such farming cooperative producers. So what is we say? Khadi Gramodyog, or workers themselves makes the cooperative society. The purpose is very simple: to avoid the middleman and avoid the harassment. We will read about how much fish workers and cooperative workers who started in Tawa river. Did you know that ready-made clothes that you buy require the work of so many different persons? Means before a cloth reaches to market, how many people are involved in this actual production of this work? Okay, so what we need finally is nothing but sustainable development. Sustainable development means a development which definitely, even though slow, but it should be steady and permanent, and always we should ensure decent work and economic growth. That is what we should ensure. Okay, beginning a factory where seeds are removed from the cotton balls. The cotton is pressed into bales and sent to spinning into thread. A person who sells goods abroad is called as exporter. The amount that is left or gained from earning after deducting all the cost. If the costs are more than earning, it will lead to loss. So, exercise questions. What made Swapna to sell clothes to the trader instead of selling to Colonel Cotton Market? Describe the condition of employment as well as the wages of workers in a garment exporting factory. Do you think workers get a fair deal? Think of something common that we use. It could be sugar, tea, milk, pen, paper, pencil, etc. Discuss through what chain of market this reaches you. Can you think of people that help in the production of trade? So arrange the statement given in the correct order and then fill the number in the cotton balls accordingly. This is what you have to do. Okay. So let us check the question and answers. What made Swapna sell the clothes to the trader instead of selling in the Kurnool cotton market? Please write down the answer. Swapna sold the cotton to the traders instead of selling in the Kurnool market because at the beginning of cropping season, Swapna had borrowed 2,500 from the traders at a very high interest to buy seeds, fertilizer, pesticides for cultivation. So she promised to sell all her cotton to him. On that guarantee only she received the loan. Second, describe the condition of employment as well as wages of workers in the garment exporting factory. Condition of employment in a garment exporting factory. Workers employed on a temporary basis means they can be asked to leave any time when not needed. They have pressure to produce quality products in a limited time. They have to do hard work for a long hours. No workers don't get a fair deal as they are not even paid the minimal wages for their work. They are being exploited by their employer and their work is also temporary. They also don't have respect for the work which they do. Think of something common that we use. It would be sugar, tea, milk, pen, paper, pencil, etc. Discuss through what chain of market this reaches to you. Can you think the people that help in production of trade? Chain of market to produce milk is milk is first produced. Now what is chain of market? Dairy cooperative purchase milk from the different location. This is what I explained. Milk dairy purchase milk from the different people. After that, milk is transported into milk factory by the dairy cooperative dairies. Milk is pasteurized in the factories and packed. Packet milk are then given to the traders, which transport them to city where wholesale purchase. Then retailers purchase from the wholesaler, then sell packets to the consumer in an open market booths. So this is how the total activity is taking place. Now observe this and this, that is Swapna sells the cotton to the trader activity. Customer buy these shirts in the market. Traders sell cotton to in a ginning mill. Garment exporter buy clothes from the merchants. Yarn dealer or merchants give yarn to the weaver. The exporters sell shirt to the business person from USA. Spinning mill buys cotton and sells yarn to the yarn dealer. Weavers return with cloth. Okay, so activity. Answer is given here. Swapna sells cotton to the trader. Then what happens? Trader sells cotton to a mill. Then what mill is doing? Mill cleans the cotton and makes into bales. Then they buy that and make into yarn. Then yarn dealers or merchants give the yarn to the weavers. And what the weavers are doing? Weavers return with the clothes. Garment exporters buy the clothes from merchants for making shirt. Then exporters sell the shirt to business person from USA, and customer buy the shirt in supermarket. So you can see this is how the activities move around. So arrange accordingly. Okay, arrange accordingly in the picture which is shown here. Number is given there. Thank you.